Hi everyone, if you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe, push notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. This is Connor Moses, Titanic fans world, back again for another video. Welcome back to Titanic BR, and this is a sinking experience. I'll be doing this in memory of those who died during the disaster when it comes near to the time as well.
Women and children.
Titanic anniversary, the one we all know about, is in April. The anniversary of the construction is in March the 31st. If you want to help celebrate that, the construction of the ship on the 31st of March next year, it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to do it. It's entirely your decision, really. I've got my own private Titanic memorial in my bedroom. I've got a painting of Titanic with it sailing into the distance. Turn that picture into a memorial. It's a painting that an artist did. I've turned it into a memorial.
Please, sir, can't you
I
see
love
my
this
wife
game.
needs help with the children?
Sorry, sir.
For me, this game has helped me through a lot.
What's the meaning of
It helps me escape my own struggles with century integration. This game's amazing. Kind of shows you what the ship was like, really. What it'd be like if you're standing on it.
I'll get on another boat. You go ahead with the
With the Titanic Honor and Glory game, I'm looking forward to that game. It's going to be worth it, really.
other boats further down.
The Honor and Glory Alpha will evolve into the main, like the final game. But they haven't announced a specific release date for the Titanic Honor and Glory final game. But they have a specific release date. The Titanic Honor and Glory Alpha will be released Q4 of this year. We're in the Q4 stage now. It could be this month, it could be next month, it could be the month after that. It really just depends, really, when. But this kind of gives you a clue what Titanic was like. And what it was like if you're on the passenger on the Titanic during the Titanic disaster, which I know the ship was really beautiful as well. She was luxurious. What?
We'll be along shortly, I promise.
Thank you.
Daddy, I don't want to go.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next Titanic game, which is Titanic Honor Glory. Is having a good explore of the ship, which they have said the ship will be 100% explorable, which is something you are able to do in a venture at a time. But on Titanic VR, you're able to have a look inside of a Titanic wreck, what remains of it, and if so, what rooms, what kind of interiors of the rooms and cabins are still intact, kind of thing. And the same thing for the McCartney rooms and all the rooms around that area. So it's going to be worth it, really. I'm looking forward to it.
Bye, Emily. Bye, Marie.
It's going to be great. That's Molly Brown.
They'll be fine.
Trying to name all the characters. I know that is Molly Brown. That's Hitchens, right? The forward where I'm looking.
Oh no,
the passengers. I know.
I'm sure we will be back on board soon.
I know that's the mother and that's the daughter. The baby is the little girl.
Hey, how do we get to the lifeboats?
Oh dear.
Kind of.
Do the steerage have their own boats?
I don't know. There should be boats in the third-class decks, but I haven't seen any.
Surely there must be extra
I know
boats kept
that.
elsewhere.
That's not Murdoch. Murdoch was on the other side of the ship.
How's your ankle, Helen?
That's Helen. Obviously, you would have heard the one.
I think it may be
Who's that? The one on Passion Look was just looking at. I don't know her name. I'm hopeless with names.
Yes,
that's Helen. Molly Brown. Hitchens. And I know that's about.
I do hope Father is safe. Surely he'd be safer on board the Titanic.
Oh, it's going to be something.
Yes, well, this is not quite the ending to our adventure that I was expecting. Do you remember Father's face when we were...
Steady forward and lower away astern. Steady forward.
This is big. I've always wondered what it'd be like.
Can't manage this boat with only one seaman.
What it'd be like if I was on Titanic. I've always wanted to go on a Titanic style cruise, really, because I've never, ever in my life been on a cruise or ocean liner, like or ocean liner. I've never been on a cruise. I've never had the opportunity. Well, my mother, I don't think my mum has, but I know my sister Kate has been abroad.
Oh my goodness.
And I think my dad may have been abroad as well. I know my sister went to France and Switzerland. And I haven't really been. I've never, ever in a million years been abroad. And that's just me telling the truth, really. I've always wanted to go to Animal Kingdom, where Adam Martin went, but because that would cost a lot of money just to get the idea. Would cost a lot of money just to book a hotel room at a hotel, like the Gatwick Hotel, like Adam Martin usually goes to, and flight,
There was a planned life
room at the way you're heading, the restaurant type thing. That, to do all of that would cost a lot of money. For Adam Martin gets everything at the best price.
I shall be making a complaint when we come aboard Titanic.
Help! I'm trapped! Help! Help!
Mommy, I'm scared.
This game, this experience, I certainly recommend it.
Release the ropes.
Aye, aye, sir.
It is a good game. If there's anything you want to ask about this game, or about Titanic itself, you can comment on any of the Titanic videos really during the future. It's entirely up to you what you ask about Titanic. I don't mind having a... If you want to have a good conversation about the ship itself, Titanic or any other ship, I don't mind. I love having a chat with you guys.
Where are we heading? Towards the lights on the horizon. Just off.
In case you're wondering what song I'm listening to, my heart will go on.
Put your backs into it.
There we go.
No, the men will row.
Wow.
So
This
we can run.
ship's
You will
massive.
not. Sit down.
She's one of my favourite ships in the world.
Look what I have here.
It's alright, I'm getting tired.
Would you like to hold him?
Mainly, it was just women and children in their lifeboats on Titanic. If you watch the SS Atlantic video Tom Lynsky uploaded on his YouTube channel, I totally recommend that. You watch it all the way through, you'll get the reason why they only allowed women and children in lifeboats in this boat. On the SS Atlantic at the ship itself, only none of the women survived. Legitimately. The men on the ship itself survived, but none of the women actually survived. If you watch that kind of, it explains about the disaster, the SS Atlantic disaster itself and the passengers, and the crew. If you watch that type of video, the video itself I'm talking about is an hour so something long. It's totally worth it. And Tom Lynsky replied to my comment some weeks ago. He really is such a nice guy. He really is. And I told him his content really helps me out with me central integration, that I've seen his real-time ticketing about the Titanic stuff. He has really loved my comment. He's always been, to be honest with you, he's one of my favourite people in the world. I told him myself he's my inspiration. He loves my comment. I thought I'll just do like a message on one of his recent videos.
Here you are.
I thought I'd do that, and I did that. I did not even think I would get a reply. And he replied. I told him about what shall I say, because she's more of them. And then she told me what to say, and I put this, that, and the other, and I got him. He loved my comment. He's one of my favourite people in the world.
Yes, Mum.
He's got his own project on the moment. This Lucid 10 experience. That's going to be great. That's going to be available on Steam if you want to go and check it out when it's officially available.
The boats must be all in the water by now.
Do you have family on board?
No. Our colleagues in the a la carte restaurant.
We were allowed to go up to
The
the
Titanic on a glory game.
Second-class dining hall.
The final game's got.
Why aren't they allowed up to the
Cool.
boats?
They have to wait until all the passengers
When they announce
leave
the
ship.
release date, I will let you know. But for the final game, I don't think they've really announced the release date yet.
Oh, I hope so.
I know for the Honor Glory Alpha,
quite badly now.
that'll be released Q4 this year. We all know that, but that's not the final game.
Getting closer.
Perhaps they're just reflections on the water.
No, they're definitely lights from another ship. We were signaling them earlier.
They look like stars to me.
Keep rowing towards the lights.
With this game,
You should
yeah,
assist us rowing.
I think of it as an
Allow
experience.
women to steer the boat.
With this experience, with this type of
You
like
row,
that
sir.
like
I will remain in
experience
command of
itself,
this boat.
thinking, it kind of shows you itself
No.
what the disaster itself is like. Obviously, they've had to shorten it to 15 minutes because of how much time something that I'd left. I can't really that kind of thing. If you get what if you
Look at the angle
get
of
what
our
I mean, if you don't get what I mean, I am trying to explain as best as I can. But
She'll sink.
so
The watertight door should keep
it
her
kind
afloat.
of shows you what a ship was like in size and height, and
Surely she isn't that
you
damaged.
kind of see what the disaster was like through this experience. I think of it as an experience, what it'd be like when you're on the main game. It kind of shows you what it'd be like for it, like dive into the Titanic shipwreck and doing missions, that sort of thing. Doesn't have a like what was it? Once I thought about it, I'll tell you what I mean. So I know what I mean. I'm just trying to get the words out. It's alright. God, that's a bugger. So I know what I mean. I was just trying to get the freaking words out. On the Honor and Glory game, I recommend you 100%. You will get witness the entire sinking, the full thing, the 2 hours and 40 minutes. For this game, they've had a short mix of how much time they had left on the project, kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Try to explain. And on the Honor and Glory game itself, you'll be able to. The final game, that is, you'll be able to walk through the ship, go to your area of the ship, that and the other, and I reckon there will be a final. I would love to see a story mode in the final game as well. For the final game, they haven't announced a specific release date yet. For the final game, it would like for the final game be next year. Year after that, something like that. Well, for the Honor Glory Alpha, that will take months to maybe. You'll be quarter-4 this year. That's all we know. So I wouldn't worry about it, you guys. Just be patient and kind of wait. That's all you can do is wait for the Honor Glory Alpha to get released. When it has, you'll get to play it itself. Can you imagine what Honor Glory Alpha, Titanic Honor Glory Alpha would like be able to play it in VR? It'll be like you're actually on deck of the ship and exploit the whole like thing. Really, it's going to be an amazing type of experience for you guys. For me, I haven't I've lost my computer and I haven't really I lost my charger with it, so I can't play the demos. So it's a bugger for me though. But I've watched the gameplays of the demos though. It looks good. Looks amazing, and I love how well to create something like this. To be honest with you, it takes how do I put it? Months, hours, and time of hard work and dedication to put into something like this. To create something like this. It takes months, hours, and dedication and time to create the ship itself. For the team itself, the reason why it's took them 9-10 years. Before they had new members and that, originally there was only 10 members of the team, but the team itself, the development team, is getting bigger and bigger, as you saw on the stream they did recently. The dev stream, they said that they mentioned a few new members, and it's going to be totally worth the wait for the Titanic Honor Glory final game. But you can't exactly rush it at all. It's just you're gonna have to be patient with the whole when the final game does come out. You'll get to play the actual Honor Glory Alpha when it eventually comes out. You just have to wait. We all know it'll be sometime this Q4 of this year, but we don't know if it will be this month, that kind of thing. But when it comes out, well, you'll get the chance to play it for you guys that love that sort of thing. I recommend it, and this game as well. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Push notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. I do this every damn day of the week for every single one of you. And if you're new to this channel, I'm Conor Titanic Fans World. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Peace.